Greetings, Superintendent Smith, Board Directors, and our latest student representative. I'm here today to give you encouragement for the work you will embark upon this year. Soon, you will be voting on policy changes that will have long-lasting impact on the most historically marginalized students in our district. PPS has a culture of school choice and rugged individualism run amok. In no particular order, here are some of the problems you have the opportunity to solve. We suffer from antiquated, gerrymandered boundaries and no regular routine system for more frequent and equitable review of boundaries and changes. We suffer from too many independent alternative high schools where we send students with little accountability. Instead of implementing systems to meet the needs of our most at-risk youth, we push them out to alternative schools that might be a quote-unquote better fit. Our unacceptably low graduation rates speak to the efficacy of this process. We suffer from an identity crisis in our middle grades programming. There's little to no vision for what middle grade students in K-8 should have access to. As a result, too many of our K-8s limp along in the middle grades. We lose too many 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, at least in Jefferson Cluster, to charter, private, homeschool focus, and alternative options. This in turn creates low enrollment and puts our schools, especially in the Jefferson Cluster, at risk for closure. A transfer and petition process that promotes a winners and losers culture at PPS on a micro and a macro level. School choice in and of itself is not bad. It is the breadth and depth of the school choice culture that has undermined our neighborhood schools in Portland that is the problem. Currently, I believe we spend far too much financial, personnel, and political capital on issues of enrollment balancing, a process that has not, at least in my 17 years in Jefferson Cluster, actually balanced enrollment or closed a very real and severe racial achievement gap. There's much work we have to do, work we're not doing now because there's no sane, efficient feeder system, at least on the east side of the river. Additionally, instead of pouring money and time and personnel into enrollment balancing, we need to invest properly, not in a shallow way, in educational and behavioral intervention systems that lead to equitable outcomes for our students. I've seen instructional and behavioral intervention systems at work in other large districts, systems that take years to implement with fidelity, but that lead to positive outcomes for our students. Let us commit to that. I believe there had been a fear in the past of losing wealthier, primarily white families if we reined in the rabid school choice culture to begin investing in all of our students. Please do not let fear dictate your decisions. If you take brave, visionary actions this year, it can lead to investment in school-wide and feeder-wide instructional and behavioral intervention systems that are designed to close our racial and socioeconomic achievement gap. If you take the right actions this year, it will stabilize enrollment and prevent future school closure and educational displacement of legions of our most historically marginalized students. May vision, courage, and a racial educational equity policy lead you as you make the difficult decisions necessary to create a school district that creates equitable outcomes for all of our children.
Thank you.